You can do it. Not bad.
Oh yeah, it's very nice. I'm glad it's fit on you. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar for 3-in-1 program Fisheries Agribisnis Department in Fisheries and Marine Science, Faculty of Universitas Brawijaya. First, let me introduce. My name is Candra Adi Intyas. I am lecturer on program Fisheries Agribisnis Department on Fisheries and Marine Science Faculty of Universitas Brawijaya. And I will be responsible for hosting this presentation today. And I'm glad to welcome Mr. Paul Gerard King, Ph.D. from Griffith University, who will present about the introduction of research methodology. I would now like to introduce Mr. Paul Gerard King, Ph.D. For his biography. It's on the screen now. Oh, not yet. Wait. Okay, this is the 3-in-1 program from Fisheries Agribisnis Department. And this is the biography of it can be seen now. Nah, Mr. Paul. You cannot see?
Yes, can see now.
Yes, Mr. Paul, Professional Development for Ph.D. in School of Environment and Science, Griffith University, Center of Excellence Sustainable Development, Indonesia. He has collaborative research project conducted in accordance with MOU between Griffith University, Brisbane, Australia, and Universitas Nusa Cendana, Kupang, NTT. His topic thesis is Sustainable Livelihood in Traditional Fishing Village on Rote Island, Indonesia, providing a fresh start for the next generation. So this is also one other webinars in our 3-in-1 program. If audience can join, you could choose also in the registered form. And his Bachelor of Arts in Asian and International Studies with first class honors, his major Indonesian language. So actually Mr. Paul has good in Indonesian language. His dissertation topic is the Australian government responses to IUU fishing in its northern waters. He also has Trinity Grad Certificate TESOL, Indonesian Australian Language Foundation in Denpasar, Bali, and has Diploma Indonesian Language and Culture from University Satya Wacana Salatiga, Central Java, Indonesia. And his international teaching experience in Universitas Nusa Cendana Kupang, also to be guest lecturers start on 2017 and 2019, and then in Indonesia Ministry of Healthy Polytechnic Kupang just last year in 2019, and in Universitas Brawijaya in our faculty. This is the third time he joined with us, start from 2013, and then last year also 2019, and this year 2020. His teaching and academic activities is from lecturer from Griffith University, in Griffith Business School, Environment and Science, and then got a guest lecturer in Southeast Asia, a tutor on campus, tutor Open University Australia, also research officer and research assistant. Okay, that's one of his biography. And before Mr. Paul Gerard King, Ph.D. doing the presentation, I would like to inform for the audience that you have opportunity to submit text question to today's presenter by typing your question on the chat. So you can also send in your question at any time during the presentation. So we will collect this and address them during the question and answer discussion after the presentation. And now, please welcome our special guest, Mr. Paul Gerard King, Ph.D. The floor is yours. I mean, the presentation is yours.
Wassalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum. Terima kasih Ibu Chandra untuk warm welcome for me today.
Okay.
Saya senang sekali untuk kembali ke Universitas Brawijaya, walaupun kali ini naik online,
yes.
but tidak apa-apa. And untuk kondisi sekarang tentang COVID, program seperti ini bukti bahwa kita bisa melakukan kolaborasi and continue to do collaboration. Even with the problems of online, we find that through the universities here in Australia and in Indonesia, that people are still coming on Indonesia, sama di sini, walaupun di provinsi Queensland sekarang, semua kembali ke sekolah, harus online juga. But I'd like to thank you for your warm welcome for me, and I will just have to share my PowerPoints for you, if that's okay that I do that now, Ibu. I share my PowerPoints. Okay, so selamat pagi semua. Presentasi hari ini tentang Introduction to Research Methodologies. It's a 3-in-1 program for the Fakultas Perikanan dan Kelautan, Ilmu Kelautan di Brawijaya. I'm very happy to be here again and to hopefully give you some small hints on how to approach research. Research is not hard, but sometimes confusing how to start. Jadi, hari ini kita step by step beberapa langkah untuk mulai penelitian. Dan Ibu, kalau bahasa Indonesia saya sedikit aneh, silakan henti saya untuk jelaskan ya.
Oke. Bahasa Indonesia bagus.
Thank you. Sudah lama tidak menggunakan bahasa Indonesia.
Okay.
Where do I see that? 3 people in waiting room. That's on top of my slide. Thank you. So we have already acknowledged COVID-19 for today, but we will also look at what is research. Apa itu riset atau penelitian? Just keep having the drop screen come across my slide as people enter, but that's okay. And then we look at the research question. The apa, kenapa, bagaimana. But sorry, before that, mengapa melakukan penelitian? ada alasan untuk itu. Sering ada masalah untuk yang mau diselesaikan. The common features of all research, feature umum for semua penelitian, methodology penelitian, quick overview, and process, the steps that we do for research. And then just to mention ethics. Ethics is very important in research. It makes our research stronger. Data lebih kuat dan orang lain tidak diganggu. So research is a process driven by a question. There are many questions. Banyak pertanyaan untuk penelitian. Mungkin ada masalah dengan evakuasi untuk tsunami. Maybe ada masalah untuk erosi di pantai. Mungkin ada masalah untuk penghidupan untuk nelayan di kampung nelayan. Semua ada masalah yang kita suka menyelesaikan. So penelitian is a process yang didorong oleh pertanyaan yang Anda ajukan. Jadi untuk penelitian tentang nelayan kampung, mungkin pertanyaan ada, why are they still so poor? Kenapa mereka masih miskin? Mungkin mau menyelesaikan isu itu, hal itu. It's a question first. And researchers choose an appropriate method according to what they are trying to find out. So again, the peneliti memilih method yang cepat sesuai dengan apa yang mereka coba temukan. Harus coba method yang cocok, yang paling baik untuk research itu. The process is driven by what question you are asking. Pertanyaan Anda itu mendorong proses untuk penelitian. It guides or mendorong method, di mana type of research, whether questionnaire, case study, literature review, all of them are methods that sometimes we put together to answer the one or two questions that we have for that problem. Untuk masalah itu. So the research is a process that is driven by the question. There's no simple definition as to whether you should do qualitative research. No innocent. Kedua, qualitative and quantitative research, kedua baik. Kedua method mereka bisa dicampur untuk mixed methods, dan kedua penting untuk penelitian, untuk cari data. So it says that there's no real difference between the research of qualitative and quantitative. Both go to answer a question. Kedua, coba jawab pertanyaan. Never assume one is superior to the other. Dalam penelitian ini, mungkin qualitative data paling penting. Untuk yang lain, mungkin quantitative data paling penting. Kedua tipe data are important. So, approaching the task of research. What is the question? How will we ask the question? How will we find the data? It's all very important. So, what's the problem? Why research? Kenapa kita suka melakukan penelitian? Karena biasa ada masalah. Masalah untuk masyarakat, untuk rakyat, tentang aturan, tentang pemerintah, tentang berpikiran, persepsi. Kita suka identify what the research problem is. Untuk hard science, in marine science, the ilmu kelautan, mungkin coba kenapa semua ikan hilang? Kenapa rumput laut mati? Kenapa tidak ada bantuan untuk orang di kampung? Kalau ada bantuan, di mana itu? Semua ada problem. So, dari pertanyaan. Ask a question. Find the answers. So, penelitian begins with identifying the problem. Penelitian dimulai dengan mengidentifikasikan masalah penelitian dan masalah dan pertanyaan. Look for the problem and ask questions. A lot of questions of why, who, when, what has caused this? Who can help? Why is there a problem? Look to the questions. It answers the question of what will I research? A simple question is the best question. Pertanyaan yang sederhana yang paling baik untuk penelitian. Kalau itu pertanyaan yang panjang atau ada terlalu banyak aspek, bingung untuk pilih question itu. Untuk mulai penelitian, karena selalu bingung, confused, worried. Simple question. Try to answer one question in your research. Tidak coba menjawab beberapa pertanyaan dalam satu penelitian. Dibagi penelitian program 1, penelitian program 2. Dibagi kalau complex question. Then you need to contextualize the research problem into a research question. Jadi, question yang sederhana. Maybe the question, why are the fishermen still so poor? Kenapa mereka masih miskin? Ada masalah di kampung, ada masalah dengan sumber daya manusia, ada masalah dengan sumber daya alam, ada masalah untuk social capital, untuk dana, untuk funding, untuk program itu. Mungkin ada banyak bencana di posisi itu. Tsunami, earthquake, hujan deras, banyak bulan yang kering sekali, semua ada masalah yang perlu diselesaikan. So do this, and you need to consult the literature. So sit down and do some reading. Membaca literature. Coba, has this research been done before? Apakah penelitian ini dilakukan sebelum ini? Kalau mungkin tidak terus lagi. Tapi kalau kondisi berbeda, atau ada new informasi, atau new alat penelitian, baru maybe. But you need to have a look at that question and make the context a new area. Alat riset baru, new informasi, mungkin pendidikan sudah banyak dari sebelum. Jadi satu problem di National Park Komodo, karena itu popular sekarang untuk pariwisata domestik dan pariwisata internasional. Terlalu banyak di sana. Mereka harus membangunkan the area untuk Komodo step by step. Terlalu banyak. Kan ada sanitasi problem, ada fresh water problem, ada tempat untuk ginap problem, ada degradasi di lingkungan hidup di sana. Harus check for questions, contextualize the place, and to consult the literature in order to figure out what we already know and the problems where the knowledge gaps are. The knowledge gap. What don't we know? Why should you research? Kenapa melakukan penelitian kalau semua informasi sudah? Kalau ada gap, kalau ada informasi yang susah dapat, melakukan penelitian tentang itu. Berpikir, what's the problem that you would like to solve? Is it still a problem? Apakah itu masih masalah? Atau sudah diselesaikan? Ada banyak peneliti sudah sedang melakukan peneliti tentang itu. What is the problem? Okay. Jadi, 3 pertanyaan untuk penelitian. Sederhana saja, 3 saja. Ada. What is the research problem? Apa? What? What is the topic? Why is it a research problem? Kenapa? Ada masalah? Belum has not been researched yet. It might be masalah baru, might be masalah lama yang belum diselesaikan. Itu alasan untuk melakukan penelitian. And nomor 3, what is my argument? Bagaimana melakukan penelitian untuk itu? Bagaimana cari informasi? Bagaimana berpikir tentang penelitian itu? Apakah mau memasukkan rasanya, our feelings, atau dari jauh, lihat, dari dekat, become involved. Have to decide how you are going to solve the problem. Bagaimana? Okay, there are several elements to the research. As we said before, sebagai disebut dulu tadi, select the topic, pilih topik. Kenapa topik itu? Why is it you want that topic? Maybe for your university class, untuk assignment di universitas, harus pilih topik tentang perikanan atau ilmu kelautan. Untuk Ibu Candra yang later dinilai assignment itu, mungkin Anda tinggal di tempat itu, jadi ada masalah untuk orang tuanya, untuk siblingnya, untuk brothers and sisters, untuk tetangganya, untuk petani di tempat itu, untuk pelayan di tempat itu. Choose the topic. What is it? What is the problem? Sesudah itu, tinjau literature. Ibu, is tinjau the correct word there? To review the literature?
Yes.
Yes,
Correct.
okay.
Tinjauan literatur. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, cari informasi dari buku-buku, dari mungkin newspaper, press, online journal articles, Google Scholar, one of the best research engines. Review the literature. Now remember, Google Scholar is not just Western articles. Google Scholar dengan artikel dalam bahasa Inggris. Banyak dalam bahasa Indonesia. Di sana, coba Google Scholar, search engine. I call it Professor Google. Professor Google knows a lot. You put in and you go and have a look at the literature. Tentang research sebelum, tentang mungkin ada beberapa author, penulis yang sudah coba menulis tentang itu. So, review the literature. That is the first place to go. To learn what people have already told us, so that we can step forward. Kalau kita tahu di mana kita rasa kurang, kita bisa melakukan selangkah untuk maju. Kalau tidak belum tahu di mana penelitian atau subjek ini, tidak bisa maju. Mungkin mulai dari tempat yang salah. Harus check the literature review and to devise the conceptual framework, rancang kerangka conceptual. Bagaimana do we think about some of the concepts? Marine protected area, tempat konservasi, kawasan konservasi, mungkin satu konsep. Sustainable livelihoods for people in fishing communities or in farming communities, rural communities. The penghidupan yang berlanjutkan untuk mereka. that is a concept to think about. Sustainable livelihood. You may want to talk about a behavior theory for it, or untuk Fred Ancient di antara rakyat-rakyat, in between di antara masyarakat satu, masyarakat dua yang di sebelah. Sering ada tension di antara dua grup atau tiga grup. Seperti kadang-kadang untuk intervensi dari pemerintah, sering orang di kampung oh salah, tidak perlu intervensi itu, suka intervensi lain. So you look at that, you devise the concepts, you decide the research question, as it says, putuskan pertanyaan penelitian. The question is very important. Once the question is clear and simple, you can move forward. Most important, keep it simple. We have a saying in Australia, in place, keep it simple, stupid. In other words, what they say, selalu sederhana, bodoh, jangan bodoh, you know, jangan complex, sederhana. Keep it simple. Then you can answer the questions. Ask questions in your research. Beberapa pertanyaan yang paling penting, yang cocok untuk cari informasi itu. You must choose that question. Operationalize the question. Wow, big word. Sounds big, but really all it means is melakukan. Just do it. Put it into action. Kegiatan untuk penelitian itu. Make movements to do it. Put the question to people. Decide the strategy. How do we ask people the question? Tentukan strategis penelitian. Bagaimana kita cari informasi dari orang lain untuk buat rekomendasi nanti. So conduct the research, decide the strategy, conduct the research, melakukan penelitian, and finally, laporkan semua. The steps. Select the topic. I have that coming across the top again. So, pilih topik, tinjau literature, rancang kerangka konseptual, putuskan pertanyaan penelitian, operasikan pertanyaan yang tersebut, tentukan strategis penelitian, melakukan penelitian, and report. Hampir semua steps sebelum cari data. Kalau ini benar atau cocok, bisa maju tanpa masalah, without a problem, without bingung. The first part, think first. Think and choose. Berpikir dan memilih topik strategis sebelum mulai. Work smart. Work smart, not hard. Specific research terms. Dalam penelitian ada banyak terminology. Some terminology is sedikit aneh. Some untuk some academic words, but the model paradigm is the area in which you see. It's the kerangka kerja. keseluruhan untuk to see the reality of it. The concept, the idea of the model, the concept, idea yang berasal dari model tertentu. The theory, at the bottom, the theory is a set of concepts. Yeah. Seperangkat konsep, beberapa konsep dalam satu. Maybe konservasi untuk lingkungan hidup, satu konsep. Dua konsep mungkin sustainable development, sustainable livelihoods, penghidupan yang berkelanjutan, and interthreat theory. Maybe 3 theories in your research to have a look. That is what it is saying. The thesis is a group. The theory can be a group of concepts, not just one concept. Life is not simple. Kehidupan tidak gampang. Itu kompleks. Banyak aspek untuk kehidupan, untuk masalah. Tapi satu masalah, remember? Disebut sebelum tadi? Pilih satu masalah saja untuk itu. The hypothesis, a testable proposition. Hypothesis, proposal yang dapat diuji. Mungkin kalau ada masalah dengan fresh water, mungkin mau coba rainwater harvesting. Jadi ada tanks, a tank tampungan itu. For tank for what hold water, people. No. Rainwater harvesting. Sedang hujan, cari air untuk tangki untuk minum nanti. Kalau seluruh kekali atau sungai, harus beli nanti. Atau tempat itu, kampung itu, mungkin kekurangan air bersih. So hypothesis, coba rainwater harvesting. Panen rainwater. So that is one hypothesis that you might put. If we do this, we can solve the problem. Kalau kita melakukan begini, kita bisa menyelesaikan masalah itu. That's the hypothesis. And a methodology is then the general approach to study. How am I going to think about this? Do I want to choose numbers only? Or do I want to check that's quantitative data? Atau cari qualitative data, qualitative, atau kedua. Itu methodology, berpikir dulu, that's your methodology. Itu methodology. For method is bagaimana kita cari informasi. Methodology is bagaimana kita berpikir tentang cari informasi. Method is bagaimana kita cari informasi. Ada perbedaan. Jadi semua mengerti itu? Methodology, bagaimana kita berpikir tentang penelitian. Method, bagaimana kita cari informasi. Okay, if you think about method and methodology that way, it makes it simpler. Some people go methodology, apa itu? It's simple, really. So, and the method, it's a specific research technique, how to find it. So they're the specific, some terms that in doing your research.
Mr. Paul?
Yes.
Sorry, I interrupted. Could you make your PPT to slideshow? Because
Sorry, keep
too small. Make it in
stuff
slideshow.
inside group.
Slideshow. This is too small, or maybe I can make it share screen from here.
Yeah, I'll just see. Oh, I see what maybe I need to do.
Yeah, slideshow.
I'll try to
Before
do that up. Sorry.
after 7, beside the 7, nah, like that.
That better?
Yes, like this. Okay.
Apologize, Ibu.
Yeah.
Apologize. Ya, maaf seribu kali.
It's okay.
Okay. There you go. The elements. Question. Term. Paradigmatic issues. Lupa kata itu paradigmatic. Wow. People yang menggunakan this is from slideshow before, from the positivism, interpretism, postmodernism, and feminism are 5 ways their research, the paradigm, where they come from, the area of it. So a positivist, seperti ini, sering often only want numbers, data, quantitative data saja untuk positivist. Even though social science, mereka mengpresentate data mereka dalam numbers. Itu correct. Kalau ada numbers, harus. Untuk questionnaire, they make numbers from the survey. Interpretism, people yang suka pertanyaan untuk qualitative. Itu qualitative. Interpret the meanings. And critical social science, biasa, ada campur kedua. Qualitative, quantitative. Critical social science, they have a different way of looking to do things. Positivists say life is this with a lot of rules. Ada banyak aturan untuk kehidupan ini. Jadi, realist only. Untuk mereka, untuk interpretivism, mereka percakapan dalam. They like to find out the background of the subject, of the people they're researching. Critical social science like to solve the problem. Suka menyelesaikan masalah itu dengan data qualitative, data quantitative. So postmodernism is very strange, bit different. No rules, postmodernism. Go and collect your data and then think about it. Postmodernism, no rules on how to collect data. Tidak ada aturan untuk bagaimana cari data. Itu postmodernism. Theory, no. Feminism, again. Feminism itu tentang gender. Tidak ada sexism or gender dalam pertanyaan penelitian. Semua perempuan, laki-laki sama. tidak ada perbedaan untuk penelitian. Itu feminism. Okay, positive social science. Sorry, boring. It's 45 minutes. We quickly go through some of this. The purpose of social science is to discover laws. Tinjuan ilmu sosial adalah menemukan sistem sosial yang dorong kehidupan kita. It's the social rules of our life. An essentialist is a view of reality. Empirical evidence, they're the people that bring back everything back to numbers only, the positiveness. Deterministic stance is taken human agency. Sikap deterministic, diambil tentang hak pilihan manusia. Social thinking, social psychology, psychology social. Humans are national thinking people. They think that they're rational, no problem. Always think to a certain order. Positivists. That's a positive social order. Again, a little bit more. It's the knowledge that is different from superior to other knowledge. It's a perbedaan lebih unggul dari semua ilmu lainnya. This is the positive. They take it together. Penjelaskan diversifikasi menggunakan replikasi oleh penelitian lain. So you check penelitian yang melakukan sebelum ini. The diversification. Kita sudah tahu Indonesia diverse sekali. Untuk kampung desa nelayan dalam Roti Island mungkin berbeda dari desa nelayan dalam Sidang Baru. They're different, contextual. But you have to explain it, and we replicate, we use, menggunakan informasi dari penelitian lain. The social science evidence requires intersubjectivity. We all have feelings. We all have ways. Kita semua punya perasaan. Jadi kita berpikir berbeda. Mungkin dari saudara saya berpikir sedikit berbeda dari dia. Karena mungkin sedikit lebih tua, sedikit lebih muda, mungkin ada pengalaman lain, jadi berpikir berbeda sedikit. And the book, the social science, and the social science should have value free and objective. Jadi itu nilai bebas, objektif, tidak ada subjektif. Hampir semua karena kita pilih pertanyaan untuk bertanya ke key informants, yang lain kita bertanya, kita harus pilih pertanyaan itu sedikit. Okay, interpretive. These are people untuk peneliti yang suka ke kampung, suka ke area untuk cari informasi tentang itu. Mungkin tentang nelayan, mungkin peneliti pergi ke kantor untuk cari informasi tentang sinergi di kantor. Kalau ada intervensi untuk kampung yang kalah, mungkin mereka ke kantor untuk cari informasi tentang intervensi itu, siapa pilih itu, ada komite untuk membangunkan program itu, atau lain. Mereka mungkin suka dynamic di dalam kantor atau di dalam guru atau yang lain, interpretive. itu social science. Kadang-kadang ada quantitative information, but maybe tidak. Social science, itu interpreter, cari informasi kualitatif, berpikir tentang bagaimana mereka berpikir. Almost social psychology, tentang ethnography, group tentang itu. Okay, critical science, this is, untuk saya ini bagus, untuk penelitian saya, karena quantitative data dan qualitative data. Quantitative data untuk demographics, untuk berapa ikan tangkap, untuk itu figures dari survey, untuk apa income, pencarian untuk household ini berapa banyak, untuk itu berapa banyak, ada yang minimal, yang maksimal, ada average, rata-rata di dalam. Itu untuk quantitative. Untuk qualitative, bagaimana partner lain berpikir tentang aturan lain untuk MPA, Marine Protection Area. Itu qualitative information. Jadi information dari interviews and information dari focus group discussions, FGDs. Cari information qualitative. Terus berpikir, mendengar untuk apa mereka mengerti dalam kata yang digunakan. Terus berpikir tentang pengertian di antara katanya. Mungkin mereka sedikit malu, jadi mereka hold back sedikit. Jadi peneliti harus melihat di belakang kata itu. Critical science. Dan sama dengan itu, orientasi reflektif, semua bukti bergantung pada teori dan berapa teori. So down the bottom we have social reality social, then the study and the kajian makes for the moral and political dimensions. We must think about it. Critical combines mixed methods, bercampur data qualitative, data quantitative. Feminism, I think we can go past that feminism and the postmodernism. But semua penelitian punya this major approach untuk social science. Semua empirical, selalu ada beberapa number quantitative dalam semua. Itu untuk interpretive penelitian yang biasa qualitative, mungkin ada 16 orang diwawancarakan, 16 people. 8 berpikir tentang itu, 4 tentang itu, and yang lain berbeda. So, empirical semua systematic, have a system. Langkah demi selangkah, have a system for your apa yang dilakukan pertama, kedua, ketiga. Have a system. All is public. All is semuanya public. Semua bisa lihat apa Anda melakukan. Reflective. Go back and think again. Berpikir ulangi tentang informasi itu. All are open-ended process. Proses terbuka. selalu membolehkan key informant untuk percakapan dengan terbuka. Kalau bertanya question untuk yes, no answer, tanya untuk buka descriptive answers. Mulai dengan secondary data, literature review, mulai dengan literature review. Sesudah itu primary data, observasi, surveys, experiments, interviews, case studies, context analysis. Saya berpikir semua sudah tahu term begitu. Mungkin case study. Go to the village, go to the office untuk cari informasi. Observasi, look with your eyes. You see a lot of things, non-verbal. Lihat banyak yang tidak dikatakan. Surveys, experiments, maybe tentang eksperimen tentang alat baru, tentang rumput laut, tipe rumput laut baru, tentang ikan baru untuk kolam ikan. Ini eksperimen. Interviews, wawancara, case study. And then you choose the most appropriate question. Yang paling cocok untuk penelitian ini, paling sesuai dengan penelitian ini. Bertanya, the research question, pertanyaan penelitian sebelumnya, di ketersediaan informasi dan akses ke informasi. Sekarang ada masalah untuk akses informasi ya, karena kalau mau ke kantor atau kampung untuk wawancara, mungkin tidak boleh. Mungkin harus online, naik HP. But kalau ke kampung, mungkin harus pakai masker, jaga jarak, cuci tangan setiap 5 menit. Jadi, access can be a problem. Kalau ada situation seperti sekarang. Ya. And berapa waktu? Ada mungkin mau 1 minggu saja. Tapi bos bilang 2 hari. Boleh ke kampung untuk 2 hari. Tapi bos, saya harus ke sana untuk 1 minggu. Untuk cari cukup information, untuk rekomendasi. 2 hari. So you have to look at time. Validity and reliable. Check that the information is correct. Check untuk informasi dan data yang dicarikan itu benar. Kalau salah, rekomendasi salah. Jadi validity, reliability, and the generalization. And ethics. Ethics important. You're going to come find and then write up your findings. Things to consider. This is quickly observation, non-verbal. Untuk observasi. Berapa kali orang melakukan kegiatan itu? Frequency. Volume. Berapa orang melakukan begitu? Emotional expressive. Mereka sedih, mereka senang, mereka lapar, mereka lila. Maybe informasi seperti itu, background, latar belakang. latar belakang untuk kondisi itu, untuk kampung itu, untuk orang itu, untuk pegawai yang bekerja di kantor, apa latar belakang mereka, and body language, ya, bahasa tubuh dan non-verbal, semua untuk observasi saja. Research, 3 steps, very quickly, these are almost the last 3 slides. Langkah pertama yang paling penting, the research identifies and clarifies the research issue and question. Apa disebut tadi? Pilih research question first. Okay. Langkah kedua, data collection. The researcher collects 3 steps, remember. 1, choose what your problem is, your question. 2, collect the data with method yang sudah dipilih. And 3, analyze interpretation. Ya, menulis laporan, termasuk analyze, ya, and diskusi tentang data, lalu rekomendasi. 3 steps. The problem and your method harus pilih dulu. Nomor 2, cari data. Nomor 3, analisasi dan interpretasi. Dan menulis rekomendasi dari penelitian itu. Ethics, very quickly, is about having people feel safe. Apakah mereka Chandra, I'm thinking ethics, how to make people feel safe. Tidak bertanya tentang aktivitas kriminal. Kalau mereka ditangkap nanti, kalau pertanyaan, kalau penelitian membuat masalah untuk informan nanti, ethics say no. Bagus. Untuk digunakan binatang untuk research, no. And beberapa ethics. And you see that the principles, no harm, they should take part freely, they should, the information, jangan bebas, and participasi, they can leave at any time. All right, the principles, oh, I see what's happened there. And the organisasi yang enforce ethics, the universitas, mungkin rumah sakit, di mana penelitian dilakukan, professional body, and potential loss of professional indemnity. Kalau penelitian salah atau membuat masalah untuk orang lain, mungkin tidak boleh research lagi. So, jadi harus berpikir tentang ethics itu. Okay, just very quickly now, with all of this, I'd like to show you a few things, and I'll just recap on it a little bit. But I think, can you see that, Ibu? Can people see that?
Yes, I can see.
Yes.
That is one of the Bibles, sorry, I won't use that word. That is one of the best books for social research. It is Newman, the top one. It is reasonably expensive, mahal, sedikit mahal. Tapi kalau ada satu copy di universitas itu, very good. Mungkin lain kali saya bawa ke sana, jadi bisa membaca ya. But itu Newman, itu many people in Australia use that for their PhD untuk S3. Bagus sekali.
I have, Mister.
Yeah, you have, do you? Very good.
Yes.
You might be able to share a copy for people.
Yes, right. I will.
Yeah, it's a very good book, Mr. Newman. Everybody that I know, that setiap mahasiswa yang ke Australia untuk S3, mereka untuk social science, mereka menggunakan buku ini. Ya. Yang ini, nomor 2, Chloe, A Student's Guide to Methodology. It's very good to explain, menjelaskan semua konsep tentang methodology. Very good. Ya. Harganya $15. Jadi murah. Ya. Itu saya pikir Newman hampir $100. Ini $15. Okay, I don't have that. I have that. For people that want to write a good master, untuk orang yang suka melakukan S2 thesis atau S3, ini bagus. How to write a better thesis. Oh, look, little book only. Sederhana. Tapi $25. So another good one. Oh. Another one for that's social economy, but dalam bahasa Indonesia. Good book too. This for your faculty.
Oh,
Sumber daya kelautan. Itu bagus too. And young, very, very good book. Ini buku tentang penelitian Bapak Edi Susilo. Saya sudah membaca. Itu bagus sekali. Structure bagus sekali. Kalau suka tahu chapter, bab, content, lihat di halaman content dalam buku ini. Bagus sekali. Good read. Pak Edi, very good. Okay. Semua siap menulis penelitian? Begitu cewek itu? Oh, look. Sudah. Ya, okay. Ada pertanyaan. Maaf sudah lama.
Okay, thank you very much for Mr. Paul for your presentation. We still have about 1 minute left, so I think it's
1 minute.
1 hours.
Yeah.
1 hours left.
Yeah, we can do 1 minute.
That's really many. A few questions from attendance.
Yes.
Okay, now I will read one by one. It's from Professor Mimit. Maybe you still remember him. You could
so
you could listen me clearly.
Okay. Should I take the screen down? Stop sharing?
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe.
There you go.
Oh yeah, thank you. Your research is using mixed method. Is it yes?
Yes.
Yeah. So Prof Mimit asked about mixed method. Is it possible to make it in for fisheries problem, and what is the plus, the positive of this method? Maybe you could inform us first about the difference from qualitative method and quantitative method, and then why you using mixed method, and why it's possible, and what is the plus if you using mixed method.
Okay. Kalau saya percakapan tentang penelitian saya di desa Pepela di Pulau Rote, di sana ya mixed methods untuk qualitative demographics tentang berapa pencarian sebulan, berapa uang dalam household itu, berapa orang tinggal di household itu, berapa ke sekolah, berapa orang pergi ke sekolah itu, and tingkat sekolah untuk semua di household itu. Expenses, what do you call it? Expenses seperti air bersih, makanan, pakaian, berapa mereka membayar untuk sekolah, dan quantitative figures begitu. And tentang kesehatan, mereka sering ke puskesmas, mereka membayar sendiri atau tidak untuk pelayanan itu. Untuk obat, mereka harus membayar sendiri atau KIS cukup untuk biaya itu. Tentang obat, itu untuk qualitative. Quantitative, all of the figures. Jadi bisa lihat mengerti kampung itu. Untuk desa nelayan, berapa tinggal di sana. Karena untuk mungkin ada dua desa, satu mungkin seribu orang, yang lain 100 orang. Obvious, jadi desa berbeda karena ada yang berbeda. Untuk also cari informasi tentang pekerjaan mereka, nelayan, nelayan tangkap atau nelayan kolam, mungkin rumput laut. Mungkin mereka rumput laut dan juga melakukan atau membangun kapal atau body untuk fishing, dan ada beberapa cari number begitu untuk quantitative. Untuk qualitative, untuk quantitative survey itu paling baik untuk cari informasi itu. Survey and ke household untuk cek informasi itu. Kadang-kadang mereka kirim questionnaire ke household dan nanti lewat untuk ambil survey itu. Tapi saya berpikir yang paling baik untuk peneliti duduk bersama informant, questionnaire, dan bisa jelaskan lagi untuk informant mengerti pertanyaan, dan untuk peneliti mengerti jawaban. So that untuk survey. Itu untuk quantitative. Untuk qualitative, focus discussion group, wawancara intensif, atau wawancara sederhana. Wawancara sederhana mungkin minum kopi, just jalan-jalan, just nongkrong, and percakapan untuk informal interview. Untuk formal interview ke kantor dinas perikanan, mungkin ke kantor dinas bupati atau ke lingkungan kantor lingkungan hidup untuk wawancara dengan pejabat PNS untuk pendapatan mereka, dan juga ke kampung untuk info to mereka check each other. It's a triangulation information. Kalau ada informasi dari survei yang mungkin tidak, cek nanti dalam wawancara, sedang wawancara atau sedang focus discussion group. It's a triangle. Check on the information. More rigorous. They say stronger results. Stronger, results. Results lebih kuat karena informasi dari beberapa tempat, beberapa orang. Jadi kalau menggunakan qualitative and quantitative, mixed methods, saya berpikir penelitian lebih kuat, lebih bisa percaya karena informasi sudah check, cross check. Does that answer your question?
It looks like that qualitative and quantitative method is similar with data qualitative and data quantitative. It's different or
no? Untuk wawancara and focus discussion group, informasi dalam kata-kata. Jadi harus mengerti atau analisasi kata-kata itu. Untuk quantitative, informasi dalam numbers. Jadi mungkin dalam desinilaian itu 45% dari bajau laut, mungkin 30% local people, orang Rote, yang lain dari Alor, Flores, dan tempat-tempat lain seperti itu. Jadi from survey bisa percent. Percent ini mungkin ethnic group atau beberapa yang Christian, beberapa yang Muslim di sana. Berapa berita bahwa 5 tahun, berapa sedang sekolah, berapa masih tua dan bekerja di farm atau rumput laut atau tangkap ikan. Very similar, but you campur. But the way you express, bagaimana kita lapor informasi itu, untuk quantitative biasa dalam table figure, untuk qualitative dari wawancara dan focus group discussion dalam kata descriptive. for presentasi informasi dari kedua method itu.
Okay, so
Okay. Yeah.
yes, because usually in our faculty there is a big difference for qualitative and quantitative method, and we still have some argument about it, and it's difficult to make it mixed method, but your research is the example of, that you use mixed method.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why we need to know more about it.
Yeah. Many people in social sciences now are using a mixed method to do it. Yes, some people like quantitative only, numbers, so they can put them in tables and draw graphs and so on, or have pie charts. But other people like the qualitative because they then understand how people think and how maybe social change, for instance, is required to solve a problem. Mungkin social change, perlu untuk menyelesaikan masalah. Yeah, it is. They help each other explain the problem and help explain the solution or how to have a solution.
So the method is different. If quantitative you're using a survey. If
yes, basically in social science, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If you use quantitative, you use if quantitative you use survey, qualitative you use focus group discussion, and then like that for wawancara. It's for qualitative.
Yes. So for qualitative, it is from the wawancara and the focus groups, and you look for you're looking for what people say in common. Is there something common that they say together, or is there difference in the way that people think? Why are they different? Because they're generasi tua atau generasi baru. Maybe they think differently because of that. One is old, one is young. You look at the way they speak the words. Again, and you look at their face. Are they happy or sad when they are talking to you?
Okay.
If they're happy, then you can probably think, one, either they're joking, or two, and they're very pleased inside to be able to express what they are saying.
Okay. I think it's more clear now.
All right.
There is one question again. It's about ethics.
Yes.
Yeah. It's still uncommon. We talk about ethics, and I just get information that we must make some secret if the respondent is not if the respondent is not agree about their name input in our report. How about that? Or maybe like the title also. Some company won't make it in secret. Is it okay to input in the title of our research, just like example PT XXX, because the company doesn't want us to inform the name, to input the name of the company. It is one part of ethic also.
Yes, if the company feel that they will be harmed by the research, it can create problems. But what you're saying is using a company name in the question.
In the title.
In the title, a company name. Now, I can understand that many companies would not like their name in a title, especially if it was to have some negative comments. If it was all positive, they would say yes, and to build up their reputation and how they are seen by the public. But if it hurt it, no, you would do the question or the title without their name in it, but then inside the report, you would then mention them. Yes.
Oh, so it's okay to make a title like that.
But probably not using a company name, no. Because they would see that as a problem, especially if you were going to research a problem about that company. You make it a general statement. It may be like the throwing of rubbish into the river by a company. You would do the research on rubbish on the river, not rubbish from the jeans factory going to the river. You would leave their name out of it, out of the title, but yes, you would use them as an example in your research.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There is other question. Is it okay?
Yes.
Or
yes. That's okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Or you want to take a break?
No, I'm fine.
No?
No.
Yeah, this is for.
I have coffee. I'm good.
This is from Dr. Umi Zakia. She really interested in the method used on social science, as you have explained that you can use mixed method. We can use mixed method, quantitative and qualitative. When you do both, what will be then with the data analysis? Should we use separately or mixed analysis as well? Like that. You can.
You can mix. You can have either two chapters, that one for quantitative, one for qualitative, or one chapter with the different sections, or you can go by theme. First of all, we will talk about demographics and put in under that heading both quantitative and qualitative. And then you can say, talk about a different topic again, the demographics, their work, say pekerjaan. You can mix informasi tentang pekerjaan, quantitative informasi tentang pekerjaan, qualitative, but under topic themes that divide your research report. Or you can have it that quantitative first, qualitative there. That is the way I did my PhD, because when we did the research in Roti Island, we wrote a report for budgeting. to the Bupati. We did have descriptive as well. I put in quantitative, similar to that report, and then I put in the persepsi tentang intervention pemerintah daerah. So Bupati received information about what the people, the fishermen, think about the help from the government. And some information from the village is different to the information from Bupati. Bupati say we help a lot, we give a lot of funding, but he is doing it for about 58 villages on Roti. When we go to the mostly 3 villages, some say, oh, not very much help. But Bupati is thinking about 58 villages, not just 3 villages. So I think 58 fishing villages on Roti Island. So yes, and we use both data for that. Sorry, is that answering your question there? Maybe I need to clarify more.
Where is Miss Umi?
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, Mbak Chandra. Yes. Hello, Pak Paul.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Ibu Yumi, good.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm of being late, but I still can hear some part of latest part of your explanation. Yeah, basically, I heard that using mixed method is the latest way of how you analyze your data. I think usually people are only using one of them, only qualitatively or quantitatively, but recently, more researchers using mixed method, and it is very interesting because I think using those two, which is I thought maybe we need to explain the result separately, or is there any like mix how to explain the result in mixed way of the result from quantitative or qualitative analysis or something like that. That's what in my mind. Sorry if I cannot explain it lebih lebih jelas, Prof.
No, that's fine. Thank you. Yes, in recent times, especially for social science and social economy, people are using mixed methods.
Yes.
Because numbers can only tell you so much. They don't tell you what people are thinking. They only tell you a number. When I did my PhD, I put all of my quantitative in one, the results, quantitative results in one part of a chapter, the quantitative in the other, and I kept them separate while I gave the results. But when I went to the discussion page, I then mixed in the results. So when you present your results, just in your results chapter, a results chapter isn't a discussion chapter or section. So you give your results separate, and then when you come to your discussion, you discuss that so many people within the village, quantitative, think that rumput laut is a good alternative livelihood. that is their feelings.
Okay.
And or they might say, rumput laut is gender friendly. The women from the village can also help with the planting of the seed, with the harvest, and so on. So you need to explain in a qualitative way why half of the women in a village may be doing now petani rumput laut.
Oh, okay.
Or you might talk 25% of people use long line farming for rumput laut. Others use a different method on the tidal zone and grow. So you go, so many percent use this, people use this, another percent use the different method.
Yeah.
And then the income from doing this, the income from that, and you compare and their thinking.
Okay.
You have to put down people's thinking. It's hard. You can't put down people's thinking in
numbers
unless you have a very complicated questionnaire. If you have a very complicated and long questionnaire, yes, you probably can. But to go to it quickly and to take information, when we go to a village, we probably interview 10, 20, 30 people, not 500 people.
Oh, right. Yes.
So
yeah.
The proper people. The people that you select is for either random or random. I will only interview Nalayan between the age of 30 and 40. Or you might say, I will only interview Nalayan that are now 50 and retired and suitable.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, the result of this quantitative and qualitative method is can be seen in discussion, result and discussion, and they complement each other. I mean, they support each other.
They support each other. The good word, that one. Yes, they support. They add synergy, as they say, to your results and recommendations.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And of course, some people like numbers, but some people aren't very good with numbers. They prefer description. You know, maybe we say that some people in the, some PNS, they're very good with numbers, some very good. Others, oh no. You know, they cannot add up 2 plus 2. But other people are like computers. So you help both people to read and to understand.
Yeah. Perception is not the numbers.
No, perception. And that's when you're doing perceptions. And that was a lot of my PhD was perception of the village people and perception of government people about solving the problem. Why are they still so poor? And they think different. Because PNS already have a good job, wear a uniform, normally have a nice car, motorbike or something like that. People in the village, they just have a different life.
Very interesting.
I think I prefer village life to office life.
Thank you, Paul.
That's okay.
Very excellent. Thank you so much, Chandra. Thank you so much.
Yeah, cheers. Yes, they add together, help each other.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Papa.
That's okay.
Okay, thank you for Ms. Umi, Dr. Umi. And one question more about, is there any research about modeling that use statistic models in social science?
Sorry, could you just repeat the question?
Yeah, any social science using statistic modeling for the method? For the
yes,
analysis method, yeah, sorry, for the analysis data.
Many do, and one big example, that's why there is BPS, Bureau of Statistics. What is it? BPS, the statistics people. When people do research on big numbers, big data sets, they always use the quantitative and talk percentage of people or number of people, and they use the SPSS software. They use other different software to manipulate the quantitative data, especially if they do numbers at provincial level or at national level, where there are very big numbers. And that's what your Bureau Pusat Statistics, that's what they keep all of that information. That is why we do a census. So they might say, do we need new roads between Jakarta and Bandung? So they see how many people use that road, how many people regularly go from one city to the other. And for national development, they often use the Bureau of Statistics figures to make government decisions. Yes, it's so yes, there are many social research that do just use quantitative, but it's usually for big numbers of people where they use computers to search and to manipulate the information. Sorry.
Okay.
So yes, that's, and many sociologists may be working at central government level, would use that data only, maybe at provincial level too. I think at Bupati level and lower level, they probably use more numbers, but a qualitative description instead of relying on big sets of data, that they just talk about numbers only. Numbers talk about a generalization. In other words, things that are normal, young umum. But if things are a little bit different, maybe you need to go on down. It's like trying to find information on disability, people with disability and inclusion. What do they need to be able to go to the office to work? If they're a disability in a chair, or they've had a stroke and use a walking stick, a cane, sometimes things like that. It's for smaller numbers, you need qualitative, but for big numbers, yeah, quantitative.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But in your results, you can use both, and in your discussion, because when we write, we're always using the ways of you term still figures and numbers.
Okay, there is feedback. Is the model that is the model that we use for the statistic model can use in general or just only one special cases?
You can use it in general. It's normally to what they say generalize the kebersamaan, the similarities atau keberbedaan di antara groups of big numbers of groups. It may be, say, for people that come from Bogor to Jakarta to work every day, mereka naik mobil, naik kereta api, naik motor, or they menggunakan jok so they can use the freeway. It's percentage and that, so that you it's looking at those big numbers. And I'm sure, could you just ask the question again so that I can check myself?
Yes, it's the models, the statistic models only used for generalization, or just you said it's for only for general, only for big numbers we can use statistic model, so it cannot use for special case, maybe for little
yes,
numbers.
you could use it for smaller numbers. It is easier when you have big numbers to use quantitative than to be all descriptive. But in smaller numbers, you can, which was this, for my research, because the number of people that live in Papela is about 1,000 people. About 500 are from Bajau Laut people. 500 originally from Makassar. So they're as well. So you have Bajau Laut from Tukang Besi atau dekat Buton and so on. Then you have the other group from Makassar. They live, and then you have local people of orang Rote. Most of orang Rote are farmers, petani. Hampir semua dari Temple Plain mereka nelayan. But so you have 3 different ethnic groups in Papela. And that was interesting when looking at what work they did and their income. And sometimes the people there say that because they are from outside, say from Bajau, they're Bajau people, or they're from Makassar, they don't get as much help from the government as what local people do. They say that the local Roti government give more help to orang Roti than orang Bajau. But yes, you can use small numbers, quantitative with small data sets, as we call it too. And for that, when I did mine, I just used Excel and put all the results from the survey into Excel and used Excel spreadsheet to work out percentages of people or what the average earning of people was or average spending. But if it was a much bigger, I would have to use proper software, such as SPSS or other things. And while I'm thinking about that too, talking about software, I think it's called, not Innova, there's a software that will look at qualitative data. If you put in, it will look at, say, 10 or 100 journal articles and tell you what is the most commonly used word in all of them for descriptive. It might be nelayan, they might talk about being sad. How many times does the word sad come up during interviews with people or during a literature review and so on? And that's called Innova. It's not Innova. Innova is the name of the NVO. Software NVO is for qualitative. It takes a little bit to set up, but it will go through a lot of articles to choose common themes from the article in a qualitative way. Yeah. It's a fairly expensive. I think I don't think you can buy that software, and you pay so much per month to have it on your computer, like some of the Adobe software. Yeah, Adobe. Suka cari duit.
Yes. Okay. I think it's very clear for your answer. So about 10 minutes, so we must close.
All
And
right.
thank you again for, oh, there is no question again. Maybe if there is a question again from the attendance, I will inform you directly.
Yes.
And maybe
Yes.
if you don't mind. And thank you
All
again
right.
for Mr. Paul Gerard King, already give the presentation and answering all the questions with very clearly. And for the great presentation, it was a pleasure to have you with us. And the conclusion for this webinar hopefully will help all of you in here to understand more about the research methods, especially for mixed methods. That usually will be the main problem if we will start doing research. And I remember at the first your presentation, simple question is the best problem. So I must remember
simple
that.
question. It's easy.
We don't need to try to find difficult problem, but just try to find simple problem and make it simple question, and is the best problem. Yeah.
Yes, keep it simple, and then you can focus. It allows you to focus more on what data you would like to collect. If it's a complex question, you become confused. When you start doing your literature review, you start looking at this information here, and then this here, and then that one there.
Yes.
So you keep it simple, and that brings it in so that you are focused more when you do it. So that you can say to Professor Google, I don't need that information now. It's interesting, and I will come back to it. But for now, I just want set information.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very
Keep
good.
it simple.
Very good tips for us.
Yes. And don't be afraid of mixed methods. But maybe for the people who have a little bit of trouble with mixed methods, when you do your results and discussion, keep your results separate data so that they can look at them separate. And when you come down into discussion, that's when you put them together. And then maybe they might go, oh, I understand the numbers now more because you have put a little bit of description and perceptions in from the people that gave me those numbers, or how we got the numbers. Sometimes we have to help people, and this is a part of change. Research change is the same as any other change that we have to do in life. Sometimes it's difficult to change a little bit. Oh, I always, saya selalu pakai gula dalam kopi saya. Kalau tidak ada gula, wow, I will always drink with. But to change, it would take me slow to change. There's one example. Do you use sugar in your coffee? Some people do, some people don't.
I'm not drinking coffee.
Oh, okay.
I don't like coffee.
Okay.
But I use sugar. I like sugar for my tea.
Like sugar. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's difficult to change, but for your information, I think be more open-minded to make mixed method, because
I think I think that is correct. We must, because when we research, we must be open-minded for information that people give us. The reason we do research is because we do not know the information that we're looking for. So when we go out and find it, we must accept that, make sure it's correct, which is what they call rigor and check or triangulation. But sometimes we get results that we didn't think were correct. But when we get them, we must go, I have to change my thinking. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you again, Mr. Paul Gerard King, for your knowledge and information. And thank you for everyone for attending today's webinar. And yeah, on behalf on my 3-in-1 program, Fisheries Agribisnis Department Committee, Fisheries and Marine Science Faculty of Universitas Brawijaya, thank you for all your attending, and we hope you all the attendants have learned and enjoyed this presentation. Okay, thank you for all, and we can finish leave for the meeting now.
And thank you, Ibu Chandra, for being a very good moderator, for helping the program along and running smoothly this morning. We have not had one problem this morning. And that is because of the excellent pre-work by people in your faculty. And I think that should be very good. It's been very professional, and I'd like to thank you. Wassalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Excuse me, Mr. Paul, and the other attendants, for the documentation for today, I hope the attendants can turn on the camera.
Oh yeah, for documentation.
Can turn on the camera for documentation.
All right. So you have everyone turn them on, and then you take a screenshot.
Yes, I will.
Everybody.
Sorry, I forgot.
Yes.
For last.
Kepada peserta, kepada peserta mohon bantuannya. Kepada peserta mohon bantuannya untuk menyalakan kameranya untuk kami ambil dokumentasinya.
Dokumentasi ya.
Baik, di sini ada 3 slide. Saya mulai. Oke, baik, silakan biar ganteng sama cantik dulu. Baik, saya mulai untuk slide yang pertama. 1, 2, 3. Baik, selanjutnya untuk slide yang kedua, saya mulai 1, 2, 3. Untuk slide yang ketiga, saya mulai 1, 2, 3. Baik, sudah selesai, sudah semuanya. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih semua. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Paul.
Mr. Paul.
Very much.
Okay. I look forward to coming there again, but I look forward to next week too.
Yeah, we will do another
I look
webinar.
forward to coming back to Malang.
Oh yeah.
Yes, very welcome.
Yeah, as soon as we can.
I mean, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Have a nice day. Okay, I will check out now.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
Thank
all
you.
be check out.
All right.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Mohon pamit, Bu Chandra, Bu Wahyu, Pak
Terima
Zainal.
kasih.
Ini semuanya, matur nuwun.
Matur nuwun.
Terima kasih Pak Zainal, Bu
Iya.
Bu Wahyu.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam
wabarakatuh.
Ada program juga tadi.
Sukses ya untuk semuanya. Sampai ketemu besok atau kapan?
Besok lagi ada Pak.
Iya.
Bu Wahyu.
Besok, insya Allah bisa. Jam berapa besok, Bu Chandra?
Besok jam 9 dengan Prof Ben.
Oh, jam 9. Insya Allah.
Kelembagaan Pak, kooperatif.
Lembagaan koperasi.
Kooperatif, cooperation. Saya lupa panjang ininya. Semoga bisa hadir semua. Terima kasih. Ini saya live meeting all ya.
Oke. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum.
Saya sih. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Matur nuwun.
Matur nuwun Bapak Ibu, teman-teman mahasiswa.